All right, welcome to Trash Talk, where the topic is trash and the people are garbage. You can listen to us through YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other podcast providers. And yeah, today we have a very special guest, Dookee. Welcome.
Oh, thank you for having me. Man, I'm starting to think I'm not so special anymore. You're not getting anyone, man. It's only me. Are you lying?
What you're no, you're very special.
Or am
You're
I
the you're the most
or am I so special
you're the
that
most
you have to get me every time?
yes, that's why.
Yeah, definitely.
So our first segment, we start with would you rather question. So we take a would you rather question and discuss about it. So this time our would you rather question is would you rather raise a family with Samuel L. Jackson or raise a family with Vin Diesel? What do you think, Dookie? Which one would you rather be?
Well, Han, I think Samuel L. Jackson would be better.
Why is that?
That guy is a fucking legend. With his motherfuckers, it'd be so funny living with him.
Uh
Plus, my kid would be so cool like him. Vin Diesel,
well,
I feel he a bit of a creep. He's a bit of a creep. I don't know why.
why?
That's the vibe I get from him. I don't know why. Because I've seen some interviews. He's saying with the beautiful girl, and he's only talking about how beautiful the girl is, and
Oh damn.
he stopped the whole interview because of that shit. So
Ooh,
from that day,
really?
yeah, that day onwards, I was like, that guy is a fucking creep.
Ah,
He's
I
like,
didn't know about that.
yeah, he's like, guys, stop. Can you just appreciate how beautiful this girl is? And he stayed
Oh,
like that for like 5, 10 minutes.
5-10 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow,
And you know,
that's creepy as fuck.
the girl is all awkward. She's like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mm.
Yeah,
At first, I want to say like Vin Diesel, in his character in Fast and Furious movies,
oh yeah.
is always is has always been like it's all about family and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's like yeah, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, his character is always oh we're family and shit like that, so we stay together. That's why they ride or die or some shit like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but like obviously that's his character, right? And like yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. There's also Samuel L. Jackson's characters where he says like motherfuckers and the N words and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But like yeah, if like in interview he's being a creep like that, it is a little bit concerning. And I feel like Samuel L. Jackson is a bit more wholesome in
Yeah,
the
exactly.
real life situation,
Yeah, yeah.
even though he's a hard ass and whatnot. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'll also go with Samuel L. Jackson in this one because
Yeah.
I just found out about that creepy shit that you talked about. But yeah, that's the first segment. So, we both, Duque and I, studied in the same university. And our university is rather in a very student oriented neighborhood where there's like three or four universities really close by.
Yeah.
And not only that, most of the students in our university are mostly privileged kids that we can say, you
Mm.
know?
They're
And with privileged kids, often comes a more of a fashion sense in most of the students that we have in our university, you know.
yeah.
So are you one of those people, Duki, to be like wearing, branded stuff and um
I would wear depends like, but I won't buy expensive clothes. But yeah, I would buy like maybe H&M, maybe a polo shirt once in a while. But like most of my time, I
mm,
would get something cheap like on sale,
right, right.
because there was actually a shop called Brands something. Yeah, it's called Brands.
Oh,
Basically,
I think it's Brand's Outlet or
yeah,
something,
yeah,
right?
yeah. But yeah, exactly, Brands outlet. Basically,
Yeah.
the whole shop is like buy two get one free, or buy three get get two for free,
Yeah.
something like that.
Right, right, right,
I
right.
when
It's
I
like a two for one deal and
Yeah,
some stuff
yeah,
like that,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Or even
Yeah.
sometimes buy one get one free. I would always go from there.
Mm.
Go to that shop and maybe get my sweatpants, get my whatever
Right, right,
jeans,
right.
my shirts, all from there.
Mm.
But
Mm.
I still have like an expensive clothes for like occasions or whatever.
Right, right,
In
right.
university, I would always walk with a slipper, always slippers, and whenever,
Right.
even if I have, because we studied engineering, we had to go to labs, and
Right.
labs they require us to wear like
Yeah.
shoes and coats and do that. I would,
True.
you have to wear like jeans and shoes. I always come with slippers and
Yeah.
shorts, always. And I became like
Yeah.
I became friends with the lab assistants, so like they won't scold me or anything. They tell me just go out,
Yeah.
or
Right.
sometimes even leave me there like at least for a day or something.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But you're like in electrical, which is, there's not much to have like there's not much moving parts, I would say,
yeah,
compared to
yeah,
like
exactly.
other like for me, I studied chemical engineering, so like a lab coat and long pants with proper shoes are a must
Yeah,
because
yeah.
any spill, any broken glass and some stuff like that, it's really like dangerous.
In your
So yeah,
in your field, it is more dangerous with the chemicals because there are a lot of
mm,
chemicals actually.
right.
But for us,
And yeah,
yeah,
all right. So basically, for me, I don't always wear like branded stuff, but I like quality stuff in general. For t-shirts and like pants, I don't spend much on them to be honest. I get the middle range stuff like H&M stuff or even a little bit below,
yeah,
you know. But like for shoes, I go a little bit on the hype stuff a little bit. Like I don't have as many shoes as some of the hype beast people around in the campus. But yeah, I get some pretty nice Nikes and Jordans and whatnot.
yeah.
But
I
yeah,
like
that's where most of my money goes for fashion stuff, I guess.
I like to have both. But like the high end stuff, I would get a bit like say two pairs of shoes, the expensive ones, and the rest would be one cheap one, so I can go out with and you know to get
Yeah.
it all beat up.
Yep.
So I would have both. I would
Yeah.
actually
So
have both, just in case for
yeah.
your
So like for
questions.
me, yeah, for me it's just like one for every occasion basically.
Yeah, yeah,
But like yeah, the most expensive one would be like Jordans and like Adidas and stuff. And
yeah.
like the dress shoes, my dress shoes are not that nice compared to
Uh,
not that expensive compared to like my Jordans, I'll
yeah,
say.
yeah. Man, Jordans are
But yeah,
really expensive.
how much would you go what are you willing to pay for like a fashion item, like a shirt or like a shoe? Like what's your limit?
Let's say a shirt, I'll go up to max $100
Mm.
for a shirt.
But that's like max, right?
Yeah, that's max. I won't go above. It's like it would be wasting after that,
Right, right.
right? A jacket also, maybe a jacket, maybe a little bit more, maybe 110, 115, something like that.
Mhm. Really? Should be way more, no?
Like for
Like
us,
let's say like a leather jacket or something.
no, for me, I wear it just for cold weathers, maybe.
Like, cause
Yeah,
hoodies, a lot of hoodies cost quite a bit nowadays.
yeah, but the problem is where I live mostly it's like hot and humid,
Right, right. Yeah,
so I don't really need them. So I'll just have one jacket and that's all.
right. Mm,
Maybe for shoes I would go up to $200, 250, depending on the
right,
shoes.
right,
But
right.
I would have like only one pair of expensive shoes. The rest would be cheap. I would a total of three pairs I would have. Two of them would be cheap. One of them would be really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Until I ruin everything, then I'll buy a new set. Uh,
Right.
Jeans, I don't really care. Jeans are jeans. They don't matter much.
Mm-hmm.
So my pants would be cheap as fuck. A maximum of
Yeah,
maybe 30, $30. Yeah, $30.
I see. But yeah, it's like the thing is we live in like fairly tropical countries,
Yeah,
like two-season countries compared to like four-season stuff.
yeah, exactly.
So we don't have, as many clothes, I'm guessing, compared to like the four seasons where they need to prepare for winter and like there's the fall season and there's the spring, there's the summer, you
Yeah,
know, where they need like a different set. Most of the time people have different sets for each season.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's like nowadays mostly we go for like an affordable but somewhat quality. What brand do you usually go for? Because there's like H&M and there's Zara and there's like Uniqlo, stuff like that.
Uh,
Do you think like any of them are like this, fall in that category?
Definitely, I would always go to like Giordano, H&M. Uniqlo, I have it
Hmm.
because it's not really popular over here in my country. So yeah,
Right, right.
like these on H&M, that these
Yeah.
kind of prices, maybe less than $100.
Yeah. So like we go for this like very middle range,
Yeah, middle range,
It's
not
like
cheap, not expensive.
yeah, right. But we know like the quality is always consistent. Some may say it's a bit overpriced, but we're paying for the quality assurance, right? That
Yeah, exactly.
we always get what we pay for basically,
Yeah, exactly.
compared to whatever we buy, on the streets. Well, not literally on the streets, but like other shops outside the branded stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, like mostly yeah, I got like Uniqlo because Uniqlo always they sometimes also have like these collaborations that they have, and most of it like costs about 20 bucks, $25 for a t-shirt, which is pretty good.
yeah. With really popular
Uh,
artists or whatever.
mm-hmm. Yeah, like last time I bought the Billie Eilish with Murakami collaboration stuff like that. They had like cause also, so it's sort of like a hype beast stuff,
How
but not super, not like super hype beasty.
how much was it?
You know, like $25 I think USD,
Oh, wow.
$20 USD,
Well, that's
because
actually
it was in because Malaysian ringgit is 60 and Indonesian rupiah was about 200K.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I think it's about $20.
That's really cheap actually
Yeah.
for these collabs.
So like exactly, yeah. So it's somewhat hype beast and stuff, uh, but not really. It's affordable. That's the most important thing,
The
and the
one
quality is pretty good.
that you bought with your friend, the same shirt from Uniqlo.
Yeah, the cost.
Yeah, that one. After you bought
Mm-hmm.
it, actually after a week, everyone was wearing it. It
Yeah,
sold out pretty
that's
quick.
why it's like yeah, because that's the thing, right? Because it's affordable and
Yeah,
like it's the same price every time. It's like Uniqlo is always standard.
yeah, yeah,
Like t-shirts are 20 bucks like a piece, and that's the thing. No matter who the collab is, even if it's like the Disney ones or whatever, the Fortnite ones also cost the same.
yeah, yeah.
It's not
Totally.
like I'm gonna buy the Fortnite one, but I'm just comparing that it's
Yeah.
all equal basically and like standard, and that's why people buy from Uniqlo because
Mm.
how affordable and like it's full cotton and it's good.
And that place, man, it's really good actually. Has many,
Yeah.
many, many things. Everything, almost everything.
Yeah, so like when winter's gonna come, they start selling all the heat wave tech stuff,
Yeah, yeah,
where it keeps heat in your body, and like when it's summertime comes, and then they start promoting their airism line, where it's like the very breathable
yeah.
material,
It can flow
and
through
like
your shirt.
yeah, yeah. So like I think that's like the most pricey stuff, I guess, like the seasonal stuff or like the very specific weather stuff where it's like either very airy or very warm, that type of stuff where it's like special technology and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Just for disclosure, this podcast is not sponsored by Uniqlo
yeah.
or any other brand.
I wish.
Yeah, we wish, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, these are just the stuff that we use that we experience. And yeah, from all this like collapse, of course, comes the hype beast stuff. The reseller, all this Supreme and whatnot, all
Yeah.
the collapse. What do you think about that stuff? Especially people in our campus always wearing Bape and like Supreme stuff.
Or social, antisocial, or whatever it's called.
Ah, right, the
Club.
antisocial social club.
Yeah, yeah, that one. Well, I feel one Supreme or whatever. These are really ridiculous. It looks fine. It's a Supreme word on it, man. What the hell? Why are you buying it for like fucking $300? Man, it's really annoying. I swear to God.
Yeah.
And
I think
maybe
like
maybe an LV is worth. They have many designs and with really good qualities. But Supreme,
right.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean like like the box T-shirt, the box logo, right? The box logo
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
you're saying,
yeah.
right?
The
It's just
box.
like the white shirt and with like the red Supreme
Yeah,
thing, right?
exactly, exactly.
And it costs you like hundreds of dollars, which is ridiculous.
Man, I feel they're fucking like they're like basically scammers. I swear to God. They just
Yeah, I
they
mean,
just slap on the logo and it becomes 200% extra or something.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's the marketing stuff, right? That
Yeah,
works most of these products.
yeah,
That's why, it's all about advertising. It's like they send the shirts and pay celebrities to wear it to advertise to say that this thing is hype, this thing is good, shit like this. It's all about like this. I guess especially in our campus where it's a lot of hypebeast kids and like very privileged kids, it's all about showing status, I guess,
yeah, yeah.
instead of like actually looking nice. But from that status, it becomes the looking nice part, for them having that status makes you look nice. You know what I mean?
I've seen, I've seen because like there are a lot of Chinese people over there. I
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why some these rich kids their style is like it's all baggy and very like
Yeah,
extra large or something and they're like really thin and small in size.
yeah,
They're, I know it looks weird. I'm not used to that kind of style.
yeah. That's the street fashion
Yeah,
basically,
yeah,
even in the U.S. and whatnot. Like in Korea is also kind of doing that. It's like the hip hop thing,
yeah,
The
yeah,
thing
yeah,
is, hip hop is cool nowadays. I mean, like it used to also be cool. It's still cool, but
yeah,
like that's the thing. The Western influence kind of comes and like take over the street fashion stuff. So
yeah.
they trying to copy that, and they see hip hop artists wear this stuff with like chains and like baggy stuff and the hype stuff, the Supreme, the Bape, and
Oh,
yeah, that's kind of like the status of being cool. So when they wear that, they feel confident, they feel cool, and when they see other people, they think the same.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why it's kind of like this thing where wearing the branded stuff, the expensive stuff, is not about looking good, but like about looking the status
It's like
that they reach, sort of.
basically like having an iPhone with you,
I don't
right?
know about that.
Because many
Yeah,
people,
but like,
many tech reviewers when they say, oh, having an iPhone means you're rich or whatever, and people are comparing iPhones and
yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah, that's the thing. The
it's
marketing is the branding, right?
yeah,
When they
yeah,
market properly, they set the brand that this shit is hype, this shit
yeah,
is
yeah,
luxurious. Even something like LV, especially Balenciaga's, the newest
yeah, yeah.
triple S shirt or whatever crap, you know?
What?
Like, damn, that shit is ugly.
Triple S shirt?
No, triple S shoes, sorry.
Oh, I have to see it then.
The shoes, the chunky shoes where it's like three
Oh,
shoes stacked on top of each other.
the old ones, the really old school ones,
It's not
right?
like old school, but it's like three old school shoes that you stack on top
Yeah,
of each
yeah,
other,
yeah.
sort of.
It's like huge and bulky.
Yeah,
It looks like a brick.
yeah, like yeah, it's like really heavy and like that suddenly become in style and it's like $700.
What the hell, man? Man,
Yeah,
I can't
so
believe
like
I can't believe people are buying these things actually. I swear to God.
you can't believe it, but people bought it and you've seen it around campus, man.
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
seen
I've
these
I've I've
people
seen I've
wearing
seen
it
it.
around campus.
It's like,
Yeah.
why is he wearing? It doesn't look nice. I don't know if it's comfortable though, but still.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't look nice. It's heavy. It's from what I've seen on
Yeah,
YouTube that people say it's heavy. And yeah, maybe it is a bit comfortable and like you make it you taller and stuff like that. But
yeah,
like, is it worth $700? I absolutely think not. You know.
definitely. Nothing is worse than
But
except if you have like gold on it or like diamonds or whatever.
that's the thing. So it's like it's all about this, branding and like showing off status, and a lot of people, a lot of privileged people really care, especially like younger people like us, and
Yeah,
even younger nowadays because we already graduated, but like the younger people, it's all about looking like it, like they have shit,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
flexing.
Yeah, yeah, flexing.
So yeah, so I think that's all about it. But like this is not our style, you
Yeah,
know.
definitely not.
Like you said, you wear slippers basically every day to campus.
Every day in my life, not every day.
Yeah, it's like flip flops, man.
Yeah.
And even if you have lab sessions, you're still freaking wearing flip flops.
Labs, going to a mall with flip flops. Maybe if there is like a normal restaurant, flip flops.
Yeah, and then you go to the airport with flip flops and get randomly checked, right?
Yeah, especially with the airport, you have to wear flip flops because what do you call it? they'll have to take your shoes off and stuff like that. I don't want to take my shoes off.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to wear slippers,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
during those times. But like, your fashion sense is like, yeah. Tell me about your everyday fashion other than flip flops. The top part.
Me, I usually wear. I don't really wear like with drawings on it or stuff. I prefer black or like plain colors with jeans or shorts.
Mm.
That's basically almost all my wardrobe.
Yeah, that's like most of your.
Yeah.
That's like 99%,
Maybe
and that's why like.
I also have polos with me. I wear polos. That's fine. I don't mind them.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. But like also polos have plain colors, It's just the logo.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Polo is nice.
yeah,
Even I like polos when it's like a semi like if there's any events that's like semi formal, I guess, casual,
yeah, yeah,
smart casual stuff,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
a little bit. Yeah. But like polo is nice.
But
Um.
always I
But
prefer
yeah.
comfort over style or whatever.
Yeah. We don't really wear like jackets or anything
No.
unless library.
Yeah, exactly. Or the classes if
Because
it's
library is
on.
always freezing for no reason in our campus.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's like I wore quite a bit of shoes just because I think it's more comfortable to like walk around in, especially like going from classroom to classroom and stuff like that. And like I walk from my room, like a room that I rented to campus, so like shoes is just much more comfortable. And sometimes flip flops give me like the burn, the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
blisters
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if I wore them for like too long.
That's why I always get expensive flip-flops.
Hmm.
They're really good. But the problem is with flip-flops when it rains
Yeah, that's another thing.
and you have you have tiles, it starts sticking to the ground, and you can't walk
Mm.
properly and
And
you're like sliding everywhere trying to keep your balance.
yeah, that's the problem with flip flops is
Oh,
like the sole, like it gets smooth out
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so quickly
Yeah, yeah.
because most of the time they're like soft rubbers.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely like
Mm.
that. But for me,
Yeah, like
with shoes, I always have at least one sport shoe, one high-end shoe, and one normal shoe.
like a dress shoe, you mean?
Yeah, 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 a dress shoe basically. Well, I wear it
Mm.
everywhere,
Okay.
except if it starts wearing out, I will buy a new one. Not really cheap,
Mm.
not
Right.
really expensive. A normal maybe 30, 40
Right.
dollars. That looks good and feels good.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's basically my
Okay.
style.
Yep. So that's like our preferences in fashion.
Yeah.
What about preferences in women?
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so both of us are straight male, right, Dookie?
Yes, of course. Well, I don't know about you though. But sure.
No, I'm very straight.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm as straight as a needle. Is that straight?
I
I think so, right?
I
Yeah.
bent.
No, no, no. There's no bent or anything. Still
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay, good.
Is brand new
Nice.
from factory. But yeah. Anyway, uh, what is like your ideal, like your preference, your ideal type for a woman? What do you see in a woman that makes you attracted to them, or like you want to be their partner?
Basically, first of all, beautiful face,
Mm.
because that's
Okay.
how it starts to ignite. Basically, the flame,
Mm.
the flame of love,
Okay.
the flame of love. Uh, then of course, may fit, but not really fit. I'm not searching for overweight, obese, or whatever.
Right, right, right.
So a normal weight,
I mean,
normal weight, healthy.
yeah, yeah. We're talking about ideal, so
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
healthy. Ideal, of course, she would be fit as fuck, but she would be
yeah,
healthy. It would
yeah.
be
So
fine.
like ideal is just like the perfect,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
perfect woman. But yeah, we can also like kind of like broad it, make
yeah,
it wider our preferences
yeah,
just in general.
yeah, yeah. In general, basically, because I don't want to be like unrealistic.
Yeah,
Uh,
true.
Beautiful but not sexy. What do I mean by not
Oh,
sexy?
not
I mean like
okay.
she's not wearing shorts. She's not wearing tight shit. She's not wearing.
Uh,
Yeah.
so you don't like women who like reveal a lot of skin?
Yeah, basically.
Mm.
Well, like
Okay.
really, like when if you see in some videos women working out, I like to look at them, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to have them, right?
I see. So like you don't want your girl to be looked at by other men,
Yeah,
basically.
basically. But
Mm.
I'm not wearing like cover up fully or whatever, you know. Like
Yeah.
normal, like jeans is fine, you know, like a
Yeah.
shirt, but not like
Right.
really yoga pants really tight or tight shorts or
Mm.
stuff like
Mm.
that, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
So that's all.
That's all. I
Oh,
don't.
so like, what
I,
about like the
I
hair,
don't.
or like ethnicity? Is there any specific ones?
Ethnicity. I don't. Maybe better Arabs for me. I
Mm.
think so.
So basically, like, just similar
Yeah,
with
similar.
who you
Yeah,
are. It's just
basically
yeah,
similar. Hair,
yeah. I
hair,
mean,
hair,
like,
hair. I don't really care as long as it looks good on her. Then it's all good.
mm,
Yeah.
mm. Like some people may not understand why, like, about the ethnicity stuff. Like they may think like, it's not racist or anything, but it's just a preference because, because we can say things like, oh, we prefer, brown eyes, or we prefer blue eyes,
Yeah.
but and like ethnicity is just basically one of the things. And why we prefer it that way is because sometimes when it's similar, it's easier to bond and we have more in common,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
things like that. It's also like easier to communicate, it's easier to, let's say we meet with the parents, we know the customs and like how we should act around them and stuff like that.
Yeah. Exactly.
There's
Like.
just a lot of stuff because we have lived, and like have friends with, many other nationalities, and we know the struggle sometimes of language boundaries, with mannerism
No.
boundaries and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Sometimes we do stuff and like, they think it's rude, and all that kind of stuff, but we don't take it as rude,
Yeah.
especially like, I would say like I'm a little bit, more, westernized in my mannerism, where I like to take things very direct, very straightforward, and like a lot of people say that it's very Western of me to do things like that,
What?
and
What do you mean by straight?
because in
What do you mean by straightforward though?
by straightforward is like I say things like right away,
Oh.
it's like, oh, I want this, and like I don't like that,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
it's like I prefer you do this, instead of that, things like
You
that,
tell them right to their face.
where, right, but like in Asia, that can be like considered rude, because people are very non-confrontational in Asia,
Yeah.
especially East Asia. So like you need to do things indirectly to tell them that like, oh, you shouldn't do this, but like you need to tell them like politely, or like, stuff like that. And like if you don't like stuff, you should still say something like, oh yeah, I like it, but then like you don't eat much of it or something like a food. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I like it, but like you don't want to be rude, so you keep eating it or some shit like that,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and like in that way, I'm not very, Asian, I guess. Because yeah.
I don't like that way, but like sometimes when
Mm,
I get with older people, when I'm talking with older people like parents or whatever, I'll have to do that
mm.
because
Yeah, of course, of course.
that's the way they think. So if I don't do
Right.
it, they'll think it's disrespectful or whatever. And this
Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's the thing again. Like when you have different, ethnicities in a relationship, different background and culture,
yeah,
that's another difficulty that you need to like learn the mannerism and stuff like that.
yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, it's good for you to do that, to learn, but sometimes it doesn't work. It doesn't work with everybody,
Yeah, exactly.
and like especially in the US, where if you go to older people, you just call sometimes you just call them by their name. They call their dad by their name,
Yeah,
by like their first name or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
instead of like sir or like uncle and stuff like that. Where Asia and Middle East, we always, like preface them by their title, such as like Mr. What, or like sir, and like ma'am.
yeah.
This stuff
Ma'am, sir, definitely for me.
always comes. Yeah, it's like always there, but sometimes in the US it's too like formal to do that unless you're in a professional environment, or like
No.
someone really like elderly, you know
Oh.
instead of like a 10-year or like 20 years age gap. It needs to be like someone really
Yeah.
elderly, or and then like, or I don't know, they have a title or something like that.
For
So
no
yeah. So
for us, if it's like your mother's friend or something, auntie, uncle, something
mm,
like that. Yeah.
mm,
So we have,
like there's still some of that in the West, I mean, in the U.S., but like not not everywhere it's applicable.
Yeah,
Where in Asia and like Middle East, it's like literally everywhere.
yeah,
Everyone needs to say, ma'am or sir.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, back to like preferences basically. Yeah, I was just explaining about the ethnicity stuff, but then yeah, for me it's I don't know. I like black hair. Like I don't know why, but like when I see a woman and they have like a blonde hair, sometimes women color their hair, right?
Oh
Well,
yeah,
everybody sometimes color their hair. I just don't. But yeah, when you see a woman color their hair and they go blonde, and I'm like, whoa, that's beautiful, right?
oh
But then
yeah,
when they go to black, go back to black, or like they dye their hair to black color, blonde to black, and like blonde but to blonde, something like that.
yeah, yeah.
Like when I see the black color, it's just like it hits different for me.
Oh.
I don't know why. Like I really like it when they go back to black. It just like it seems like badass, like more charismatic for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like I find it that way. Yeah. But body type is fine as long as it's healthy, and like I would like ideally, of course, the perfect hot body, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, but like I wouldn't mind if she's a little bit to the chubby side, I guess,
Chunky.
as long as it's not yeah, like thick,
Yeah,
like nice thick, like a nice thick ratio. But yeah, that's like good. I think it's better than being too skinny. Like I don't like when
no, no, definitely not.
like yeah, like when someone like I rather have a little bit too thick than a little bit too skinny is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Be-
Same
I
for
don't know
me.
why, but it feels like when I hold their hand, like I'm gonna break their hand or something. I don't know. It's just weird. It just
Yeah,
seems much more unhealthy, I guess, in my eyes when someone is a little bit too skinny compared to a little bit too thick.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, ethnicity is like similar to mine is fine, but I'm open to all. Not gonna lie. Uh, like facial feature, I don't know. I guess like beautiful is beautiful, but I prefer like like a sexy face, not
Yeah.
like body, but like sex, like Dookie said earlier. The sexiness for me is like the sexy face. I prefer sexy face compared to like a cute face, I would say.
Oh, looks more mature a
Yeah,
little bit.
yes, yes, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So like I like the more mature face, like the calm,
yeah, yeah.
I don't know, like confidence face, I guess, compared to like this cutesy uh bubbly kind of looking person, because in like Asia there's a lot of that, you know
The cute.
a lot of this, yeah, cute looking, and like they always try to look much younger or whatever
I feel,
with their makeup.
I feel like being cute is fine, but not like every single day, every single time. So it gets annoying, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean like acting cute, yeah, that is
Ah,
annoying as fuck.
yeah,
Like when a girl is like not close to me and they like act cute and shit, I'm like, okay, you gotta stop or whatever, like I
yeah,
don't say it, but sometimes I just like avoid this kind of people.
yeah, yeah,
But like when I get close to them, then I'm getting more comfortable. If they act cute and it's like whatever, I just tell like what the fuck are you doing, is like as a joke.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But when someone's not close at all and they act cute and around you, it's like, oh, please
Me,
don't.
I hate the squeaky sound, the voice, squeaky voice.
Yeah, sometimes they have those.
It's like, what the hell, man?
Yeah,
It's like, I'm not sure for me because like I've never heard it a lot,
yeah.
like on many,
But
many, many.
but there are some natural
Yeah,
voices
yeah,
like that.
definitely, definitely there are. But I don't know. For me, I feel they're faking it. I don't know why because it doesn't feel natural.
No, because a lot of people actually fake, kind of like fake, as in like they act cute,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, some actually do it to act cute,
yeah,
especially
yeah.
around their boyfriend and whatnot.
Yeah, no, I think
But yeah,
I don't know. I like speak normally for me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I like that's why I say I like sexy also, because I don't like that cute voice thing that they do.
Yeah, yeah,
I prefer if they just do this a little bit lower register of female voice. I,
yeah, yeah.
like I don't know why, but yeah, it's like sexier, and I like sexy compared to cute, I guess,
Mm.
in that way. But yeah, clothing stuff. Yeah, I guess maybe because we were like raised in a more conservative family or something. But I don't like super, also like super, what is it called? Exposed
Yeah,
fashion style.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, I like to be a little bit more conserved, and they save the rest for me basically. So it seems like special, you know.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, so from there is like everybody have, you know, their interests and stuff. But there's also this thing called love languages, and there's five of them according to this book by Dr. Gary Chapman, which was written in 1995. So what are the five love languages? So there's words of affirmation, there's acts of service, there's receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. So words of affirmation obviously is like the encouragement, you know, hey, you look good today, you know, I like your hair and stuff like that. You make me laugh. You know, acts of service is like cooking, and you know, because it's some say it's like action speaks louder than words, you know. And then receiving gifts is it's similar to acts of service, but it's just literally a gift. Like you buy something
Yeah,
and like you give it to them, you know.
yeah,
It's not always as like materialistic as people think. It can be like something simple, like favorite ice cream.
yeah,
And then the fourth one is quality time. You know, even if like there's no, it's basically undivided attention, and you just spend time with them. You know, it's not always, you know, it doesn't mean it's always like one on one, but yeah, it's just basically spending time together. And then physical touch is the last one, and pretty much the self-explanatory. It's not always like PDA, not public display of affection, but you know they like holding hands, hugging, and like
yeah.
just I don't know, just like a shoulder touch and stuff like
Normal,
that.
normal touching, not like pervert touching or
Right,
yeah.
right. But yeah, which of these love languages do you think you fall into, Dookie?
Me, like I have to pick one only or choose more than one.
Yeah, yeah, no, like everyone have like one basically.
For
Like
me,
there's some kind of quiz that you can take, but like just from like reading all this and stuff, like
oh,
when people, it's not necessarily from a girl or whatever, like it can be like from your friends, but like which one you feel like it makes you feel happy the most, I guess.
I don't know between the words of affirmation or acts of service, one of these two though. But I'm not sure which one to
Mm,
pick. Because I like
right.
in general for me, I like to say thank you, whatever stuff like
Mm,
respectfully, and I appreciate it, stuff like that.
no, but
Compliments.
I mean like the things that are being done to you is what you receive. Do you like
Uh,
words of affirmation that you receive, or like do you prefer like acts of service or what?
um, I think for me, acts of service, yeah,
Mm,
because
so like
it actually shows that you appreciate the person by giving them something nice,
mm,
that maybe
mm,
something you did from before, and they bring it back. Maybe you saw a shirt, they buy it for you on your birthday or something like that. So I feel like they
mm,
really think about it when they're doing these things.
right.
Yeah, and it forces me also to be better, because when someone buys me something, it's like, yeah, I need to buy him something also, or something like that.
So is it receiving gifts or acts of service?
No, no, basically acts of service. When something
Ah, okay.
someone does good, yeah, it's an example for like receiving gifts.
Right.
Yeah,
But basically, when they put thought and time
yeah,
and
yeah,
effort for
exactly.
you, like you like that the most.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mm. Yeah.
Then
Okay. So like
maybe my
that's
second
like your
choice,
love language.
my second one, maybe words of affirmation. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
But yeah, basically like from what this Dr. Chapman uh research or you know wrote in his book, basically like everybody has one, and like you can have a different one than your partner, but like that's how you feel loved basically. If someone, for you it's like acts of service, someone cooks for you, someone you know does something for you, you know, they remember that you need to do this, you know, and then they help you out, you know, stuff like this
yeah,
is like your love language. So you like to receive that from your partner, and like your partner may have a different one. You know, they may like gift more, you know, they may like gift, or they like words of affirmation better. So they feel loved when you compliment them, you know? It's like, oh, your dress looks good today. Oh, did you do something with your hair? You look more beautiful and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So that's like so like that's their love language and how they feel loved more. So like each of you needs to know this in order for like the relationship to go like well, basically.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mm. Mm.
I feel
So yeah.
I feel like different is a little bit better, but not too different.
Mm-hmm.
But not too
Right.
too different.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think for me is quality time for me.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure about that because like for me, I don't know, just in general, with not just with my partner, but like with friends and family and stuff like that. I just feel much closer when I spend time with them like every time, you know?
oh,
And like when I'm like in a long distance thing, I don't feel as close to them as I spend time with them like in one-on-one thing, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think like long distance relationship is hard for me because of that, I think. So yeah, I just like spending time with whoever, you know, I love. Even though if it's just each of us just sitting down in a room and do our own stuff, I still really like that compared to just like being apart and
Oh,
through phone calls or texts or whatever. Like
yeah.
spending time is for sure like I think I'm pretty sure it's my love language. So like I would like to always spend time with my lover. Like it's not like 24/7
Yeah,
because I'm a person that likes to be by myself, to be honest.
yeah.
Like I like to be in my room by myself and stuff like that. But like if I want to bond over with someone, I need to spend that time, you know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't care about the gifts and like the touch or whatever. I just spend time.
yeah.
But yeah. All right. So do you have like any future hope? Like do you want to get married? Like how many children and stuff like that maybe? It's
Uh,
like where stuff like that.
Definitely, I want to get married, but like, of course, after I get a job with a good salary and like become ready to face life and stuff like that.
Right.
Maybe for children,
Like do you
maybe children, a max of three or four, depending on a max of four, depending on my financial,
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
four, huh?
a maximum of four.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah. Even if
Okay.
if I'm so rich or whatever, oh shit, if I'm a millionaire, I don't think I want more than four.
Hmm.
Like maybe two,
Even if
because
your let's say like your spouse wants to have more, would you be okay with that?
it depends. It depends on many factors, but I don't think so. No. But
Hmm. So like personally you
it could
maximum
happen.
four.
It could happen.
Uh
But for me, max a four, four max.
hmm. Okay.
But that's in the future where I need to start working, where I need to get experience and more salary.
Right.
There's a long way.
Of course, of
Yeah, yeah.
course.
What about you?
Uh so yeah, I mean I guess the same as you. I'll need some stable income first, of course. Stable source. I need a little bit of saving first. If possible, I wanna own a property first, but I don't know with the current economy that I can do that at this age.
Yeah.
But yeah, like hopefully, I mean, ideally, I would want to own a house, like a small house or a small apartment, something like that,
Oh,
before I get married. And like, yeah, and then I get married, and then maybe three children. Yeah, because I like having that older, middle, and like
oh, younger.
youngest kind of thing, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
Like that dynamic, I think is like perfect. Where like sometimes the older is like the hard ass and the youngest is like this, this rascal, and like the
Yeah,
middle man is the middle kid basically, you know,
yeah, yeah.
the most stable one or something. I don't know. But yeah, I like that having that three number dynamic, I guess, for some
Yeah,
reason. But
it's
yeah.
good. It's good for me. Like a max of four. I want like for me the way I think of it is like uh, one child should have a sister and a brother.
Uh
Like for their
okay.
connection, not for I don't know how to say it. So
Yeah,
basically,
yeah, but like for the dynamic,
yeah,
for
yeah,
the male female dynamic thing,
yeah,
right? So they can
exactly.
understand a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we're moving on to our closing segment, which is Reddit stories. And
Yeah.
this time we have a bit of a conspiracy theory from the conspiracy theory subreddit. This was posted by user Josiah4311 and it's titled The Chuck E. Cheese Conspiracy. So in this one, basically, he watched the Shane Dawson conspiracy video, and they talk about how Chuck E. Cheese have a very suspiciously, cut up pizza. Like their pie, their pizza pie is not symmetrical, and there's like a lot of weirdly cut pizza pieces, basically slices, weird slices where it doesn't match with the pie, basically with the circle that they're supposed to go with. And there's like a weird what is it called, pepperoni getting sliced, and yeah, and stuff like that. So basically, in the video, Shane Dawson went to this Chuck E. Cheese, and actually it is like that, where all the cut up is like weird, and like the conspiracy is that they take leftover pizzas from people that didn't eat their pizza, and basically reassembling the pizza together. Did I get that right, Dookie?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And the video actually, what he does, he orders the pizza. He actually gets like some pieces of the pizza are smaller than the from the from the other pieces. Maybe maybe most of it would be like a new pizza. The second, maybe
Mm,
two, three pieces would be like shorter, smaller in size.
mm, mm,
So it would be like
right.
it would be all weird. While he was sitting and he was filming, he saw a worker, just the family recently left Chuck E. Cheese. So a
Mm.
worker came by. He started counting how many how many pizzas there are uneaten pizzas.
Oh,
Yeah,
counting?
yeah. He's just like looking, looking from the side, as if he's like as if
Oh.
he's fixing or whatever, but he's not doing anything. Apparently, he
Mm,
counted with only with his eyes, without using his hands. He's like one, two, three.
right.
Okay, that maybe four good slices are good to go. Then he goes, he
Oh.
maybe takes them to the back, reassembles them. This guy orders, let's say, a pepperoni. He gets all the pepperonis, put them together, and serves it back. Maybe they put it in the
Mm,
oven also, just to make it hot and nice.
right.
Yeah,
So do you think it is true that they are using leftover?
man, definitely. After I saw this video, it's like 100% they're freaking using basically recycled pizza. Definitely,
Right.
definitely.
But I feel like in the US, like these things won't fly, right? Like they have like a health inspection and stuff like that for restaurants.
I
How
don't.
how did they get away with this?
I'm not really sure, but like Shane Dawson also contacted an ex-employee, and he says that they do it, stuff
Mm,
like that. But like when he contacted Chuck E. Cheese, they say no, we're not doing it. So it's
mm,
all weird, I don't think like they publicly say it.
right. And like I actually uh I read some of the comments in the thread, right?
Yeah,
In the Reddit thread. Uh there's one where they say like it may not be a whole like company practice. It may only be like one of this location where it's like
yeah,
some
yeah,
shady practice that they're doing because like the manager want to save money. They want to cut loss basically.
definitely.
And yeah, I mean, a lot of people are very suspicious. It's really strange even for us, like slicing and like putting it back together like that.
So
But
it's so weird. I don't understand why they do it though.
yeah, and yeah, I don't know. Uh, the thing is, another thing that I can only think about, like someone here mentioned that maybe they just cut up, they maybe like bake like two or three pizza at the same time, and when they get half and half, like the half cheese, half pepperoni, like in the video they show that also half cheese and half
Yeah,
pepperoni
yeah.
pizza, and they just like cut them up and just put it like randomly, stuff like that.
No, no,
But
I
like
don't think that's true though.
yeah, but the thing is, like, even for the pepperoni only or the cheese only pizza, it's also all jumbled up, and there's no reason to do that other than to waste time, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And like the only other reason, um, because I'm not really familiar with Chuck E. Cheese or like yeah, I never get a I only went there once I think, but I'm not sure
Yeah, yeah.
when I was in US. I don't think I actually got a pizza in Chuck E. Cheese. But like if they sell by the slice maybe, then it could be potentially like, reassembled from from the fresh pizzas where they serve by slice,
But
So like they have the
yeah,
leftover that's like not served yet, and reassembled that way. But I think from the comments that I'm seeing Chuck E. Cheese only serve like a whole pie pizzas. So yeah, it's kind of weird.
the
And
problem,
maybe
yeah, but if you see, like, if you saw the video, Shane Dawson actually shows the pizza, and
yeah, I saw.
while they cut sometimes they cut the pepperoni itself in half, like the small pepperoni. I mean, not the pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah, and like
yeah, that's what that's
some pepperoni slice is like half there, and on the other pizza it's not there.
yeah.
So that's also very weird.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, like this because like I feel like this kind of thing won't fly, but I guess they're just not detailed enough, and like maybe when inspection comes, they do it properly and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
But yeah, the only thing that the other possibility that I can think of is that the employee, maybe they need lunch and they take like they can get like two slices of the pizza and like basically they just reassemble all the employees pizzas that sometimes they can maybe eat every an hour or two,
Yeah,
so it's like fresh and like it's not served yet, so like they put it back and stuff like that. And because some of the cut doesn't match, so that's why they kind of like puzzle it together,
maybe.
instead of like having it smoothly, still assembled. And it's like maybe if only they took two slices, the other half is still smoothly nice, right? It's still a
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
cut of pizza.
exactly.
But like the other maybe like the other slice doesn't fit like properly. Maybe that's why they kind of like wedges in between the other slices. But yeah,
Yeah.
it is very sus.
But there is one guy. He said it's true. I don't know. It's completely not true. Apparently, he works in Chuck E. Cheese. His manager would
Mm-hmm.
He says his manager would murder us all if we did that.
Mm.
Yeah. So
But yeah, that's the thing.
maybe
It's not
a couple
it's
of
not
branches. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a whole like Chuck E. Cheese because I think like this kind of things won't fly in the US, especially where
Yeah. Yeah.
I think their regulations are pretty like tight. But like maybe in some countryside that we never heard of and has a Chuck E. Cheese, they're not as strict
But
about this stuff.
but the problem is, like, Shane Dawson, I think, lives in LA or something, or California. I'm not sure.
Uh, yeah,
And
maybe
and
you're
and
right.
and he went to the closest Chuck E. Cheese, I think. And
Right, right, right,
when he ordered a pizza, there were like some different sizes. The slices were like in different sizes,
right,
and
right, right.
it's a bit mind blowing. Actually, you have to go watch the video when you see it.
Yeah, and I watched a little bit.
Yeah,
It's fucked up. Like it's literally like all different and doesn't connect and like different sizes and shit like that.
yeah, damn man.
But yeah, yeah, we can never confirm this stuff, and that's why we just talk about it and debate about it.
But now the problem is, does it really matter,
I
right?
mean, I think it matters. I think it matters a lot.
Like, I mean, in germs, because they put it back in the oven and they cook it again.
Mm, I don't know. Like,
Like,
I guess as long as I don't know,
yeah, you won't get like sick out of it. You won't get sick eating it or whatever.
yeah,
Nothing happened to it. No one touched it, basically.
right. But like, as long I feel like if I didn't know this beforehand, it's like I'll be fine with it. But now
Yeah,
that I know, it's kind of like, if someone double dip the French fry in a ketchup or in a
yeah,
chili
yeah, yeah,
sauce, is a little bit like that.
yeah, yeah. Definitely, definitely.
If I don't know, then like it's fine,
It sounds sketchy, so you'll definitely no one would go to it like that.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the end of our episode 6.
Woo!
Thank you so much, Dookie, for being here.
Thank you for having me for the sixth time.
Yeah, so for the listeners, you can listen to us through YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast platforms out there. And see you guys next time.